In this tutorial, we'll learn about MongoDB queries and how they are used to retrieve and manipulate data in a database. MongoDB queries allow you to efficiently work with data by performing operations such as finding documents, applying filter conditions, projecting specific fields, sorting results, and aggregating data. In this example, we will use a school database that contains collections for courses and students. These collections store information such as student names, ages, and enrolled courses, as well as course details like titles and instructors. Using MongoDB queries, we can find documents, apply filter conditions to get specific students or courses, project only the required fields, sort the results, and even aggregate data to gain insights such as the number of students in each course. First, we will retrieve students whose age is 18 and who have JavaScript listed as one of their skills. This can be done by applying a filter condition that matches both the age and the skills field. By using a MongoDB query, we can efficiently find all documents that meet these criteria and return only the relevant results from the student's collection. Then, we will project only the required fields by including the student's name and course while excluding the id field. This is done using projection in the query, where we set name and course to 1 to include them, and id to 0 to exclude it from the result. This helps return clean and focused data with only the necessary information. Then, we will sort the results based on age in ascending or descending order. In MongoDB, using 1 sorts the data in ascending order, while -1 sorts it in descending order. For example, setting age to -1 will return the students from oldest to youngest, and using 1 will return them from youngest to oldest. This allows us to organize the query results in a meaningful way. Next, we move to the aggregation stage, where we use the $match operator to filter documents. In this step, we match only those documents where the name is Evan. This stage works similarly to a filter condition and helps narrow down the data before applying further aggregation operations. The result will show the details of all documents where the name is Evan. After applying the $match stage in the aggregation pipeline, only the records that meet this condition are returned, allowing us to view specific information related to Evan from the collection. Using MongoDB's aggregation framework, we can create a detailed view of students along with their course information. First, we use $match to filter students by name, such as Evan. Next, we use $lookup to join the student's collection with the course's collection. By passing the student's course as a variable with let and matching it against the course title in the pipeline, we can include the relevant course details. The joined information is stored in a new field called course detail, which contains all matching course documents. The result is a comprehensive document for each student that includes their personal information and an array of detailed course information, making it easy to analyze and work with related data in a single query. Next, we use the $unwind stage on the course detail array to flatten it so that each student document has 1 course per document. By setting preserve null and empty arrays true, we ensure that students who do not have any matching courses are still included in the results, with course detail appearing as null. This allows us to maintain all student records while working with detailed course information in a normalized, easy-to-read format. Finally, we use the $project stage to shape the output and include only the fields we need. In this case, we can select the student's ID, name, and course, along with the joined course details, course detail, course ID, course detail title, and course detail instructor. This produces a clean result showing each student with their corresponding course information, making it easy to read and use for further analysis. Now, we can walk through each stage of the aggregation pipeline to understand how the data is processed step by step. Starting with $match, we filter students by name. Then $lookup brings in the course details into the course detail field. Next, $unwind flattens the array while preserving students without courses. And finally, $project selects only the relevant fields for a clean result. You can also click on the other button to view the full JSON output of the query, which shows all the detailed documents exactly as they are returned from MongoDB. This allows you to explore the complete dataset and verify how each stage transforms the data. You have successfully completed the MongoDB tutorial. By following the steps, you have learned how to query documents using filter conditions, project only the fields you need, and sort results in ascending or descending order. You also explored the aggregation pipeline, using $match to filter data, $lookup to join collections, $unwind to flatten arrays while preserving students without courses, and $project to shape the final output. By viewing the full JSON results, you can see how each stage transforms the data. With these skills, you are now able to efficiently manage and analyze data in MongoDB.